Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Exciting new project on the Blazer. So what we got today is we're going to actually tackle removing that big old heap of garbage right there. Got the nice Motion Raceworks manual brake setup. Comes with a strange reservoir there, and then new bracket and all that good stuff. So if you remember back, we got the dashboard all tore out and everything. So basically all I need to do, I got to clean up a couple things in here and kind of make it a little easier for me to work. But we just need to get to that brake pedal, get that disconnected, and then get to those 4 bolts underneath there to remove this. And then once we get it pulled out, believe we need to largen the hole just a little bit, and after that everything's just pretty much getting that installed, getting the new push rod done. We do need to pull the brake pedal and actually drill a new hole in it a little higher to give us a better ratio for the manual brakes as opposed to running a booster. So anyways, I'm gonna get the interior cleaned up a little bit there so we can work, and then we'll get to pulling this big old beast out and move forward. All right, so we got that booster out. A little snug in here. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this steering wheel. I wish Motion made the one for the 94s to 97. Anyways, the brake pedal here is actually just this one long bolt. Goes through right up in here, holds that in place. And then I just had to get this switch off of there, and then 4 bolts that were clear back in there, get those dropped out. This one, I need to get this back up in there. Well, I need to get that master cylinder mounted, which it's probably gonna take 2 people. I'm gonna have to wait until my wife gets home to give me a hand, but I need to get that mounted, and then I gotta get the push rod put in so I can actually measure on this where it's gonna land, but it should land somewhere up here a bit higher. If I was showing you that, up here a bit higher. And that just gives you a better ratio. When you go to manual brakes, you need a higher ratio than with the power brakes. So you can't use this. You shouldn't use this point. It just causes like binding issues and stuff like that. So anyways, I can get this stuff. I can actually get this opened up and get it fitted up to there and see where I need to drill the new hole. I'll actually get this open. I'll kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. It is going to sit a little higher because that push rod needs to sit a little higher. So we are going to just have to cut that hole out just a little bit. So anyways, I'll get this all unwrapped. We'll get it measured out and marked up with the Sharpie, and then we'll bust out the hole saw. So as you can see, that actually sits significantly higher. So we'll just take a Sharpie, kind of just mark around in there where we're gonna cut. And I'm actually gonna do it a little bit larger, so because this thing can actually float up a bit. And then kind of get the center hole. Center hole mark there, so we can do our pilot. Yeah, we'll do that a smidge higher. But yeah, we'll get a pilot and then we'll bust out the hole saw. I think it's think if we do 1 3/4, it should be pretty good. So I'll get that hole sawed out, and I might actually bring the tripod over here. And that way I can actually show you guys what I'm doing instead of coming back and explaining what I did. So we'll be right back with you. All right, so got the 1 3/4 there. What I'm gonna do first, take just a smaller bit, do the pilot hole, and then we'll use the one on there to follow through. Any of you that have used those hole saws before know that they move around quite a bit, so this will kind of I think I picked the dullest drill bit that I have. There we go. Geez, might need to invest in some new drill bits. These DeWalt ones, the golds, you know, for a cheap set, they're pretty awesome. Without spending, you know, several $100s on a set. All right. Alright, well that took a lot more effort than I thought. There's actually 3 layers there. First one was the thin sheet metal, and the last 2 were pretty stout, so it's part of that whole mounting system for the steering wheel and everything. But anyways, I got it cut out, I got it cleaned up and looking really good. So this trying to do this without losing any bolts. So yeah, now we got a clean shot through there. So now we got to get the master cylinder on there mounted. I think I gotta check and see if I have brake fluid. I'm pretty sure I do somewhere, but I want to bench bleed yeah, bench bleed this master before I mount it. So anyways, I'm gonna look around, see if I can find that. I know I got it here somewhere, so we'll get set up and bench bleed that, and then we'll get to installing it. All right, so we got that mounted in there. I did the bench bleeding on it, and we got her all snugged up. This next part is actually kind of difficult, and there's no way at this point for me to set up anything to record. So I'm gonna kind of just show you what I got going on here. Anyways, I got the brake pedal back in, and as you can see right there, got the little shaft. So I need a mark where it's level and straight So it'll be about halfway up between that nub and where it mounts. And just gonna mark it with a Sharpie. I'll pull it out and then we'll get it over on the drill press and get it drilled out, because this is pretty hard metal, so we'll get it done that way. Anyways, I'll get this marked up and then I'll show you what I'm doing over at the drill press. Alright, so we got her marked up here. We're just gonna drill a pilot hole, and then I think I'm gonna go up to 5/16. So I need a fairly decent hole in it for the push rod to fit, bolt in there. So we'll get nice holes drilled in it, and then I need to go to the hardware store tomorrow and get some hardware to bolt this together. That's weird that that's the only thing it didn't come with. So anyways, I'll get this drilled out and we'll get that in the truck, and I'll show you what we got as soon as I got it mounted in there. All right, so I ended up having some hardware here. So I got that push rod installed on there. They say it's easier to do it out of the vehicle, and then because you can leave it dangling like this, and then once you get it up in, you can pull the brake pedal all the way forward, put the push rod in, and then slide it into place. So yeah, I'm just gonna get it bolted back up in there. That's a 19mm there, so we'll get her bolted in. I got the rubber on. They say once you put that on, it's really hard to get this out. So I think I got everything done right. So I'm just gonna put it in and see what we get. And hopefully I don't have to take it back apart. If I do, I can unbolt it from here and slide the whole thing out. So we'll just kind of see what happens, but should be good. We'll see here shortly. So anyways, yeah, I'll get it in there and then I'll show you guys the finished product. All right, well, something didn't go right. I've got that adjusted all the way in as far as it'll go, and that brake pedal sitting pretty dang high. It should be roughly about there. So I'm not sure, but I'm probably going to cut this pedal and make a standoff, because I've got some heavy gauge steel over here, so that's probably what I'll end up doing, just to get it to where it needs to be. But I mean, that's a pretty long throw, and I don't know, maybe it'll be different once the brakes are actually hooked up, but I mean, that's bottomed out right there. So, but yeah, that pedal should sit about there. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. But anyways, I mean, it's super awesome. It's all installed. I had to tape this up with a rag, because first time I tried to put the plunger in, that's what you get for bench bleeding stuff. It sprayed brake fluid everywhere. So anyways, I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, follow along, and we'll have another video here in a couple days, most likely with the Blazer. So keep enjoying and have a great weekend, great day, and we'll see you in the next video.